Hey friends, Gary here. Welcome to today's episode of the daily vlog. Today I want to talk about something special. I want to share about technology to you guys, specifically the electronic devices that I use to get things done. So this isn't about photography, this isn't about camera lenses, this also isn't about creating content in YouTube. It's about my work life, what I need to have in order to be able to produce the results that are needed in my work. So I'm a business owner, so I need to manage projects as well as to manage my team to make sure that they can perform as best as they can, and that sometimes require me to create text documents, spreadsheets, and also slideshows, training, stuff like that. So yeah, I need to have devices that can help me support this kind of work. But anyway, before we start about the devices themselves and how I categorize them, I just want to let you guys know that I'm currently recording on my Micro Four Thirds camera. This is the Panasonic Lumix G100 Micro Four Thirds. And yeah, the lens that I'm using right now is the Panasonic Lumix 20mm f1.7. I'm using the old Rode Wireless Go microphone. I hope that the sound quality will be good. Also, in case you guys don't know, all of my videos so far are not edited. They are straight out of the camera into YouTube. I don't even save them in my computer. I just let them go, and hopefully the image quality and the sound quality will be more than good enough for you guys. But anyway, going back to tech products, I have 3 items that I want to share to you guys that really help things to get done, and I think they are a must for me. I mean, I will usually have these 3 devices. Sometimes I can get by with just 2, but most of the time, ever since I finished college, ever since I graduated from university in 2012, I always have 3 of these kind of devices. First, I think it's quite obvious, my phone. I'm currently using the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 5. This is an older model, not the newest Fold 6 or even the upcoming Fold 7. Maybe when you're watching this, Fold 7 already comes out. I still love my Fold 5. I think it does everything that I needed to do. First and foremost, as a communication device, I can send text message, email, I can make phone call with this guy. And then also for connecting to the internet, I can do web browsing, stuff like that. A little bit of entertainment as well. I play video games right here. But more importantly, I also use the device, especially with its bigger screen, for productivity. I have some important apps installed right here. For example, my to-do list is Todoist, the app that I'm using, and it is here. I have a widget on the main home screen so that I know my to-do list for the day. I can just look at it without having to go into the app. And then I also use my calendar, which is currently Google Calendar. So I have my daily schedule also displayed right on the home page on the widget, so I don't have to open the app, and I know like all of my schedules for today. That is very important. I also use Notion for planning, review, stuff like that. I have my weekly review, monthly review, yearly review, and I also sometimes use the Z Fold for a little bit of content creation. Like for example, if we're doing POV photography vlogs, I will capture the thumbnail using this guy. I know the camera is not the best when it comes to smartphones camera, but it gets the job done, and for me that is more than good enough. And then also sometimes I use the Adobe Lightroom mobile on this guy to edit some photos. The thing that I like the most from the Z Fold 5 is the ability to open up to have a larger screen, so I can multitask with this device easily. And many people will say to me, hey Gary, that's a gimmick, you will never multitask, you just use it for content consumption and whatnot. But for me, I always multitask with this device all the time. And what I mean by multitasking isn't like doing 2 things at the same time, but I like to think about it as having two apps open at the same time and working in one system. For example, usually I'll have my text messaging app, which is WhatsApp, on the left side of the screen, and on the right side of the screen I will open up my Note app, whether it's Notion or Google Keep. So I will text somebody and then we will come up with some actionable items, and I can just transfer them directly into Google Keep and make them into a list so that later on I can transfer them to my to-do list and so on, or maybe my calendar, or maybe banking app, whatsoever. I mean, it's just so convenient to have two different apps that can be opened at the same time. Not that regular phone can't do that. I mean, nowadays multitasking with phone is also quite easy, but the larger screen makes it more cohesive and more easy for multitasking in that manner. So that's for my phone. I always have my phone everywhere where I go with me. So this is the most important device in my tech products. So yeah, next device is not really as important, and arguably my Z Fold can replace this device, and that is a tablet. So over here I have my Samsung Galaxy Tab S9 FE. So this is more like a content consumption device to watch YouTube, to watch Netflix, to watch Disney, stuff like that, to play some games. I love playing games in this guy. It's so big. The screen is just gorgeous. I like it. But sometimes I also use it for productivity because, again, the screen is really big. And over here, I have the keyboard accessory that really helped me to get things done, because with keyboard, I can type faster and more accurately. So yeah, I use this for emails, for creating slideshows, for spreadsheets, for creating text documents. If I don't need to spend too much time, like lighter works, that kind of stuff, I will use this device. It's more portable compared to a dedicated laptop, and it's just bigger compared to a phone, so working here is more comfortable in my opinion. And then last but not least is my laptop. Over here I have the Asus ZenBook 13. This is from 2021. It's an old laptop, but it still works fine. So this is my serious working machine. When I'm sitting down for hours, I will prefer to use my laptop compared to my phone or even my tablet. And this is also my content creation device, Adobe Lightroom Classic, Photoshop, my video editing software, which is very ancient, Vegas Movie Studio. Do you guys know that? But yeah, if I'm sitting down for hours making presentation for clients or training for my team, then I will use laptop, even though my tablet and my phone can do it. And also for video editing, I exclusively use this guy. Unless I'm doing something like very casual video, then I will use my phone, but most of the time it will be this guy. And I have this SSD drive permanently attached to my computer. This is where I store the files from my camera. And yeah, in terms of speed, it is quite good, quite fast, but not the fastest in the market. But again, it is more than good enough. It gets the job done. Also, I use this guy for planning in Notion, like weekly planning, like what I'm about to do right now, listing all the tasks and events that I need to do for the whole week ahead. I will do it on my computer. It's just more conducive. It's easier for me as well. So yeah, those are all of my tech devices. Now I want to learn from you guys. What about you guys? What are your must-have tech devices that can get things done from your perspective? I know we're all different. I'm a business owner and I do a little bit of content creation in YouTube, but maybe some of you are working in different fields. Maybe you are professionals, maybe you are full-time content creator, maybe you are freelance or whatever. I want to hear them all. I want to hear different perspectives. Let's have a little bit of discussion. I want to learn from you guys. But anyway, that is all for today's video. Hopefully this has been useful and interesting to you and entertaining as well. I will see you guys on the next video. Thank you and goodbye.